It had been something I had heard about, and now was interested in trying. I was at a party, with my friends, D and N. We were looking for some E for the night, and found just that. We met up with this guy, whom to me came off as a cokehead, very jittery and had too much energy. He hadn't talked to my friend D in years, but felt totally comfortable letting him, and 5 of his friends stay in his house for 3 hours while he went to go get this E. When he arrived back with the E, he said, "Oh, and if you guys want I have some DMT too." My eyes got big, and I looked at my friends, having just explained to them not but an hour ago what DMT was. We said we would like to buy some, so the guy gave us a vial, and packed a bowl of it. Since it was a yellow powder, I thought it might have been methamphetamine, and not knowing this guy, I wasn't going to smoke it until someone else did first. My friend, D, was eager to try it, so he took the instructed 3 hits, and quickly passed the bowl to me. He closed his eyes, leaned back in his chair and all he could say was "Oh my God" and laugh. Seeing this I knew it wasn't meth, and next thing I knew, I was taking my first hit of the night. It smelled like burned plastic when someone else was smoking it, and made everyone in the room nauseous, but when I was hitting it, I didn't really seem to mind too much. I was extremely nervous having heard the crazy trips from the book DMT, the spirit molecule and experience reports, but I knew that I just had to do it in blind faith that I can handle myself. I took my 3 hits, and passed the bowl to my friend N, who was about to have his first hallucinogenic experience with DMT. Which I thought was a little extreme, seeing as how the rest of us have done mushrooms, LSD, MDMA, amongst many others. Instantly, I felt a rushing sensation come from my core, a feeling like I was going to be launched into the air. It became so intense, I had the same reaction my friend did previously. I closed my eyes, leaned back, and just was along for the ride. My emotions of anticipation and anxiety disintegrated upon impact with the rush, and I was now somewhere different. Although this wasn't like I had expected. I had expected to pass out and talk to God or something obnoxious, but I opened my eyes, and looked around. Everything looked as though it were made of wax. I knew that I was told not to stand up, but I had to do it. "I'm going to the bathroom, I'll be right back." I can't imagine how odd that must have seemed to our other friends, just watching, drinking on a half-gallon of 5 o'clock vodka. I always get lost in the bathroom on trips, staring at myself in the mirror, and my surroundings. Walking wasn't difficult, but weird. I felt like I had forgotten how to walk, but my muscle memory was doing it for me. After leaving the bathroom, I sat down, to everyone passing the bowl around for a second time. Unbelievable, I'm still tripping balls. My friend handed me 4 E-pills, and the bowl. I took the E-pills, washing them down with all we had. 5 o'clock. We were continuously smoking marijuana throughout the night, but I couldn't tell if I was actually high because the marijuana high was so overrun by the DMT and soon to be E. I have no sense of time, so I couldn't tell you how long after the first bowl of DMT we smoked the second, but the second was much more intense. After the second dosage, I waited until I felt like I could walk, and suggested we go outside and have a cigarette. Me, D, and N went outside along with them, the guy who sold us the stuff. The second I stepped outside, I felt like the world was opened up. I felt like I was being suffocated inside before. Everything looked like it was made of wax still, and I had constant movement in my peripheral vision. It was dark out, and I was for some reason, very hesitant to step on the grass. When I finally did, I was having a ball. I was just standing, having a cigarette, and talking about what each of us was experiencing, but I was having the most fun I had in years. Then my friend D walked away from the talking group, walking like he was really drunk, leaning on the fence, and holding the bowl, this time, full of marijuana. He then threw up directly into the bowl. I walked over to him, asked him if he was okay, and he said he was, and he wanted to go inside. So we all went inside, and decided to let the DMT trip wear off, to feel our rolls we had actually forgotten about. When we finally came down, we realized we weren't rolling at all, and we took way more than enough, and we should be rolling our asses off. Upset we may have got some bunk shit, we started smoking some more DMT, the effects this time were less pronounced yet still fun. Eventually we were all tired and decided to go to bed. We lay down, and just as I got comfortable, my eyes sprung open to meet my friend D's. We just started our roll. We came to the conclusion they were time-release capsules, seeing how we rolled well through the next day, which for me consisted with shopping with my girlfriend's family. It was also the hardest I had ever rolled up to that point. My eyes were the size of flying saucers, I was chock full of energy, and way too happy to be feeling the rugs in the rug aisle at Walmart.